What's up, guys? I am chewing gum again, and I promised myself I wouldn't do that to y'all, so I'm going to put it under my tongue and get a couple good chews out of it before I go. What's up, guys? It's Shauna, aka Mrs. Wealthy Wallet, coming to you for another week. Quick question for you all. How many times have you all just made these plans for New Year's, get all excited about them, then you go out into the world to take them on, only to be frustrated by the amount of time and effort that it's going to take for you to accomplish said things? This happens to me a lot. Now, when I'm looking at this room here, I don't like the current setup. Like, every day I'm struggling with it, and every day I'm trying to keep it clean, and it's just not working for me. So I've already got in my mind what I want to change it to, but the thought of changing it is overwhelming. Why? Because I got a bookshelf full of books that I have to move in order to get it to the other side, in order to make space on this side, in order to move this and that and this. So just map it out, plan it out. That's how I'm going to get this done. I'm going to map out my methods. I'm going to write down on paper on purpose what I'm going to do step by step, so I can check those off, and then I'm going to work on rearranging. That will be everything from taping off the floor in order to figure out if my bed will indeed move from this wall to that wall. You know, that would be trying to figure out what in this room could go. I've been listening to a book lately called Soulful Simplicity by Courtney Carver. I will put it up here, but she was talking about like putting stuff in a box and hiding it from yourself for 60 days and seeing if you really truly miss it. And if you don't miss it, get rid of it. And thinking about that, I have yarn from when I used to knit and crochet that has been in this room for 365 days untouched, that I just want to pick up and get rid of. With the caveat that there is two skeins of yarn in there that I paid $25 a piece for. It's a highly sought after yarn, and I think I will sell those too, but everything else can go. Why I am telling you all about rearranging my room and methodology of going through my room and getting rid of stuff that I don't use / need anymore is because you need to do the same thing when you're looking at your budget. When you're looking at your budget, it's all great to have an airy-fairy spending plan budget, whatever you call it. It's great to have that, but you've got to dig into it and do the work. You need to look back at those bank statements and look at stuff that you've been paying for. Get a realistic view of what your spending is like. You need to look at your electricity bill, like log into the account and pull up the 12-month history of your electricity bill to get a true estimate of what the cost of your electricity has been. That way, when you are saving month to month for your electricity, you know, all right, this month it tends to be $150, $170 because it's cold outside and the heat is running. Then you can budget for that and not budget, oh, it's only $30 because, you know, I'm usually out of the house in the month of August or something like that, you know? So you are budgeting properly for that time of year. It's nothing worse and more frustrating than looking at your budget and just being like, oh, it's not working. It's not working because you haven't planned for it. So you need to look at old statements. You need to look at old bills, you know, just go back and look through all of that. Realistically, don't think that you can live off of, I'm giving myself $5 a week and I'm gonna live off of that. Really? Know yourself. Know what you need. Yes, some of us need to rein it in because we have spending problems, we have shopping problems, so we need to rein that in. But maybe you need to give yourself, say, $10 for whatever, $15 for whatever. Some people it's $20 for whatever. I mean, just to come out with a plan of, hey, I'm gonna pay $15,000 on my debt this year. That's great for me to say, but where's that money gonna come from? So really look at your spending plan, your budget, whatever you want to call it. Really look at it and evaluate where you can cut, turn off, save in order to get to that point. Plan it, y'all. Y'all have to plan it out. So write it down, no matter which way you do it. I think Dave has an app. I use YNAB. Y'all, YNAB is not cheap. So that's why I said Dave has an app. And he has, I think it's called Every Dollar. No sponsorship here whatsoever. But Every Dollar, you know, they have a free version. You can check that out. YNAB has 34 days free because they want you to get a true analysis of what a month, you know, a real month is like in their system. But get in there, analyze it. If you just go from day one saying I'm gonna be on the budget, boom, you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna be ready to give up. So make sure that you put processes in place to ensure that you keep going. Your first budget is gonna be wrong. Your second budget is gonna be wrong. Third, fourth, fifth. The thing is to keep going, keep trying, keep working with it, because I'm probably on my 152nd version or iteration of my budget, and I keep going because you know what? Each time I get better. You know, I paid off that $60,000 of debt, I don't even know how many years ago. I think I did that vlog in 2013. I paid off a ton more since. I've gotten the student loan down from about $70,000, $80,000 to $28,000. It takes time. It takes a lot of adjustments in the budget. At one point, I was proud of paying $575 a month and making that minimum payment. That was literally the minimum payment of the student loan. And now it's $324.67. But now I pay $1,324.67. At one point, I was paying over $2,000 a month. I have to keep going. The budget will fluctuate, the budget will change, you know, it needs to move and flow with you, but get those practices into your head. Just start mapping out those steps and make it a part of your routine. Once you get that budget started, you just keep going from there. Like, expect hiccups in the road, expect frustrations. You know, the thought of a New Year's resolution is something that gives you a sense of refreshment, renewal, and things like that. But this is usually the time of the year that people automatically just give up and say, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So the problem is that you need to try again. So if you fall down, just try again. Don't be afraid to fail with your budget. Don't be afraid to fail with your plans or anything like that. Just get up and keep going. I have plans all the time to do XYZ in this house. They fail. I have to find a new approach. You know, I have a plan to keep XYZ clean, or I have a plan to make sure that I do this. But I just get up every single time and just try to find me a new approach in order to make it work. And your job is to do the same thing. Get up. Don't let, oh, this one messed up, so I'm going to let go for the rest of the year. Don't let it go. Keep it going. I can tell you, my head, I'm gonna give you a simple drawing that I did, that I posted the original drawing of Instagram, and I'm working on the final project. But I'm gonna show you a simple drawing that I did that shows you how much crap is floating around in my head. It's only a piece of it. It's not even everything, but we have a lot of stuff going on, and we're quick to drop something to move on to the next thing in hopes of that making us happy. Stick with something. And if you gotta stick with anything, stick with the budget. Stick with paying off this debt. Stick with getting out of debt. Stick with making more money. Stick with making your money grow, making your money stack. Stick with all of that. If you're gonna hold on to something in 2019, stick with that. Stick with having an emergency fund, vacation fund, no no debt. I mean, like, y'all, we can do this. 2019, we're gonna hold on to our resolutions and we're gonna keep them going. I have a lot of plans, a lot of stuff going on. That's why I'm trying to get up here and shoot out this video to you all real quick, because I got stuff to do today. So until next time, guys, remember that the best type of wallet to have is always gonna be a wealthy one.